to Black Girl Bare Minimum. If you've made your way here, you've made it to a place where Black women can just be. I'm Naja Renee.
And I'm Nellie Lynn.
We've got an exciting episode for you guys today.
So y'all better not be pressing skip.
So let's go ahead and get it started with Black Girl
Bare Minimum. Welcome back to another episode of Black Girl
Bare Minimum.
We haven't done that in a minute, so I was surprised you got my little eye look.
I know.
We got to get back to the Black Girl
Bare Minimum.
BG.
BM.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm managing, taking things day by day.
Yeah.
Hanging in there, you know. Yeah. How are you?
I'm managing, taking things day by day, hanging in there.
Yeah.
So no, I'm doing fine. I think I don't know. It's been a fast and a slow year so far. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I get what you mean though. Yeah.
It's like we're zipping by, which in some instances or in some parts of my life, I'm like, damn, we moving too fast, or thank God we're getting through that.
Right.
But in other parts of my life, I'm like, let's speed this up a little bit, and to not get into specifics about things, but just like, I don't know, just it's crazy year. The news is out of whack, out of control. You're hearing something new every day.
It's nuts.
And then just personally, just trying to deal with my own. I've been having knee issues. I've been telling you that. That I feel comfortable saying. I'm getting old. My knees, they're giving out. But I did get my blood drawn and went to the doctor and just made sure that it wasn't any underlying condition that I really need to watch out for.
Yeah.
And I'll say this too, because I was at one point in my life pre-diabetic. And there are certain ailments that run through my family lineage, and so thank God I've reverted back from some of that. But I was worried when I was getting leg tingles and stuff. I'm like, pre-diabetic again, or full blown. You know, you search one thing up on Google, knee hurt, and it's diabetes, cancer, you don't know what it's gonna be, but you start spiraling. So sometimes I gotta get off of the WebMD and just talk to my doctor. But my doctor said that all my vitals, all my blood looks good, so that is something that I am very grateful for. But yeah, I mean, I said something I'm grateful for randomly in the beginning. Is there anything despite the world and all the happenings that you are personally grateful for?
I am grateful for my colleagues, my family. Everybody's been really supportive, even though a lot of what's happening right now is insane. But yeah, I think definitely having that support system to lean on, especially among my colleagues, because we're all trying to uplift each other.
That's nice.
But none of us have any insider knowledge or inside information. You know, it's just kind of we all know we're all kind of in a crappy mental headspace, but we're you know what, let's try. So
and that's big, because the workplace is not always a space that people can feel supported. So being able to have that, I feel that on my end too, just with my job and certain uncertainties that are happening. I feel it, especially, and I work remotely, so I think it's hard to have a community, which everything in life has its pros and cons. And I think there's some things about being remote that I'm completely love. And I think the only aspect that I don't have as much is having people are available by teams, but somebody who you can just walk over to their desk and be I need to debrief,
right, or an open door policy with your boss.
He's pretty high up when it comes to certain high level conversations that need to be had. So I know he's pulled in meetings all day, but he does do a good job at being responsive by teams and validating his whole team, setting up. We don't meet a lot either, because a lot of our work is it's a lot of us do the same thing, but because it's like the nature of my job, there's just a high volume. They need so many of us. But he will like set up random meetings to just like ask questions and try to just be like, hey, you'll still have your job. That's like one thing that people are worried about.
That's awesome.
And so it's really, I'm very thankful for him, and he does a good job at just quelling everybody's fears. He's just a really, really good person. So it's good to have a boss that you can like just be candid with, and he'll give you the two sides. He'll be like, here's the side of what the stance of the organization is, and here's what I think. But yeah, it's really important during this time, and especially, well, as we're filming this, Valentine's Day was last week. Well, do you want to? Well, I know what you did for Valentine's Day, but like, you know, you're in a relationship. How was Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So
well, just because we got into some of that last week. I guess I didn't say what we were doing. We really
didn't say what you were doing.
We really didn't do much. We've been together for like half a decade now. So I'm like, I don't know. It's not like Valentine's Day's kind of like lost its oomph, but it's just kind of like, you know, we appreciate the like cozy days in a little bit more these days.
This is another day for you. You don't have to go above and beyond to like impress the other person either. Yeah. Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say for my Valentine's Day, you asked me what I did. I crashed out for Valentine's Day, which, you know, it is what it is. I used this week to restore and repair.
There you go.
From last Friday, from when we're filming this. But I'm a person where it's like, sometimes I'll binge eat a little bit, and it was like I had one little piece of chocolate, and I was like, well, might as well eat the whole bag, like that type of stuff. But I was groggy for that weekend, but I do feel like, and I don't know if it's the fact that, is it getting warmer? A little bit, ever so slightly. Days. Maybe the sun is out more. I don't know. This week, I was able to like kind of rejuvenate a little bit and get back to what I was planning on doing for this year, was to really, which I've still been doing. I just, you know, we have our pitfalls and whatever. Trying to make sure that I romanticize every aspect of my life, and in addition to romanticizing what I'm doing for myself, just really make sure that I'm prioritizing myself. So like coming off of Valentine's Day, and then just in general anyway, with the state of the nation, and it is so key right now. I think I'm glad that I had this mindset at the turn of the year of just like, I mean, I always try to find ways to prioritize myself, but like, for some reason, I just feel like I had an inkling, I had an intuition that it was going to be extra important this year to make sure that you just don't kind of fall into this rut, and work on self-love, self-care, self-improvement. Yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit today. Probably not the whole time, but just, are there any like tips and tricks that we personally have for self-care that might be helpful to our audience, or just in general different things that we're like thinking about improving for the year for ourselves? Like, I don't know if anything jumps to your mind when I say that.
I definitely feel like having hobbies is so important. So I think what I've been doing is kind of trying to explore different areas and develop those new hobbies. So I think last year I got really, really into bar. Still love bar, but I'm looking at expanding that a little bit, trying different studios, trying different forms of exercise. I took a aerial yoga class with one of my colleagues recently, and I want to do another one with you as well.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah. But it was lots of fun. I will say it wasn't like a workout. It didn't feel like I was working out.
Do you feel like it worked core at all? I feel like that's core for some reason.
A bit, but it felt more like,
or are you stretching. In shape? Are you in shape?
Well, I mean, it felt like I was stretching, and it was more therapeutic than like, you know, I didn't feel like I was like ooh, like really in there, like grinding fitness wise, you know, which was good. Like I would do it again. I think it was a much needed, like a relaxing kind of ritual. And, you know, given the climate of things right now, I did really need it. Like definitely would recommend it. But like what I suggested is like a regular, like trying to get in shape or trying to maintain a shape kind of like fitness thing. No.
It was more so just like a special occasion. Like
Right. And it was at a spa. It was at, right.
Okay.
So I think it made sense for that. I did feel way more relaxed and like at peace afterwards.
That's
so
good.
As like a wellness ritual, thoroughly recommend. But as a fitness thing, maybe not.
You know what I want to do again? I did it a couple years ago for my birthday. I did float therapy.
I want to try it, but I think I'd be like freaked out, low key.
So I was very much freaked out because I think, well, number one, well, we both can't swim, but you don't need to be able to swim for that because it's like, first of all, it's so shallow.
Okay.
And it's like full of salt water. So you like, you sit there and you just gonna pop up. But I think that's like a weird disorienting
right. You have
feeling.
To trust it. Like you have to just let yourself.
And I think that's part of it. Like literally you have an hour in there for floating. Well, depending on what package you get or whatever. I had an hour on there when I went. And I feel like it wasn't until the last 15 minutes that I really like got into a space where I was really comfortable. And like the whole thing, it's like sensory deprivation too. So don't you know like 11 on Stranger Things? It's like that type of thing when she gets in the pool and then you can have it pitch black if you want. You can have music if you want or no music or like, but then it's like you got to have the earplugs in because your ears get clogged. But then it's like, I feel like I almost fell asleep for a little bit and then like I like my body woke me back out of my slumber. Like, I don't know. I do want to do it again. It was weird though.
Okay.
But I liked it.
Weird, yeah.
But it was, and then they got mad at me because they were like, "You didn't tell me your hair was dyed," and I was like, "Does it look like
this?"
The dye can get into the pool, and so you're supposed to wear a shower cap. And this was back when I had like auburnish.
Well, then they need to put that on an intake form.
But then they see me. They probably did. Look, I'm not gonna lie. But then they see me with my like they thought a black girl just had. It's the color of the couch.
Like, your brows didn't like. What?
And, you know, maybe they weren't trying to. It was all white, but it was nice though. But yeah, okay. So aerial yoga. That's something I want to put on my list. I have because of my knee and certain stiffness in my joints, which apparently runs in my family, like circulatory type things. I've been trying to. I'm also trying to move more, like move my body more, and so do yoga. Some people do yoga like every day.
Yeah.
I like at least need to make sure I have like some type of deep stretching once a week. I feel like to start with, so I'm trying to do yoga like once a week, or if I don't go in, I'll do it at home. Which, you know, my apartment is quite small in here, so it's a little bit of a struggle. But I experimented with ClassPass in the first month of this year, and I really wish that because I tried bar, and I don't think I had as much of like a bar experience as you had. Like I was like, I would go back, but it's not something that I personally am gonna put into. And we have different exercise goals too, so unfortunately we aren't fully aligned there. It would be nice. But I tried bar. I did an African dance class, which was really nice. I'll probably go back to that. I did cycling, which I used to be into a few years ago, and I do think that like that is probably my cardio of choice.
I do love that. I love a good spin class, but like a good one.
You should come to Tribe Cycle.
Okay.
Shout out Tribe. And I know like it's in Baltimore, so it's a little bit of a ways, and I've been going like early on Friday morning, so like that ain't really, we might have to find another time.
We'll work it out.
But it was really, it's like a place where you have to either have your own shoes or rent shoes because they don't have the little straps, like you have to click in.
Gotcha.
And that's embarrassing every time because I struggle. Like I've only gone twice, but I like Tribe low key probably gave me the same feeling that you might have felt with bar. Like it was like kind of like maybe not life changing, but the lady who was running it, she was like, "There's people that tell you can't do something, and you're gonna prove them wrong. Let's go. Boom. Boom. It was
I love that. I love that.
I was so into it. So the cycling, but I was talking about yoga though. So I started doing yoga once a week. So I think what I'm gonna incorporate is yoga, cycling, and then like strength training moving forward.
Yeah.
And hopefully that combo will like help me feel more physically fit. But I do think that that's been helpful in just my self-care routine recently.
Yeah. I want to do a heels class. Like really bad. I just like, I feel like it's such a like feminine, like.
Now when I show up in my wedges.
You better not. You better not.
Well, because I don't know if I'm lazy or if I'm not lazy. I just haven't had when we go out, I don't really I love a good platform.
Okay. Then do platforms, not a wedge. I mean, there's a time and a place for a wedge, but not a heels class. I
know. But I'm just like, I just envision myself, like my feet be hurting quick. I don't know. I just, women who wear heels just on a regular, like, I salute them.
Yeah, so much respect.
Yeah. Yeah, they walk through the grocery store heels. And they look good. Yeah. I wish I could. I don't wish I could, though, because that's just that ain't my style, though. That ain't like, I go to the grocery store. Well, maybe that's my issue. That's a whole nother conversation. I was going to say, I'm not open to what could find me in the grocery store.
Lord have mercy.
Shoot. But yeah, that would be nice. And we need to do the pole class again.
Yeah.
That's core.
Yeah. It's core and it's a lot of upper body strength as well.
Yeah.
But I would do that again.
I think we're both in better shape than we were that first time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I was looking at pictures at us the other day when we were in Mexico.
Yeah.
Chunky.
We were chunky. Like, we look good.
We look good.
But like, yeah, I think what was that? Like a year post-COVID or something?
Yeah, that was 2021, I think.
2021, right.
Yeah.
So we weren't like in the gym. We weren't. Yeah.
Because 2020, we started ballooning just ever so slightly.
Yeah. The COVID curves.
I like that. But what else? I talked about how we can't swim. I at least am still dead set on taking swimming lessons.
I'm down.
This year.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like it's when we go back to some type of tropical destination, because that's one thing. We were in Mexico skipping every water activity.
Well, no. Did you snorkeled, right? I didn't.
So I like dipped a toe in, got off the side of the boat, and they started going out, and then I came back with you.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Even if I knew how to swim, I'm not a out there with the dolphins kind of girl. They
said it was so beautiful though.
And it can be beautiful.
We were on that boat just sipping the cerveza.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't snorkel. We didn't go into the cenote. I also was on my period that whole time.
No, but even the concept of like a cenote, like it's just deep, like it's just.
But it's beautiful how like naturally that happens.
Beautiful, but also terrifying.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, who knows what's down there.
Nothing's gonna come up in. Well, nobody knows though, because the bodies of water are so like underdiscovered.
Yeah, and the way I would panic and forget everything I know about swimming.
Yeah,
like I
think we could do it if we had a better acclimate. So the first stage of the swimming lesson is like water acclimation. So really like treading water, and I actually was in a camp where we were supposed to be able to swim growing up, and so I took like some semblance of swim lessons during summer camp when I was growing up, but I didn't know how to tread water. I didn't know how to float on my back. And so I really could only do freestyle and breaststroke, and I tired out so quick.
Okay.
And it's like, that's one thing about that. Like, everybody knew how to swim basically, and they were just trying to move me along. Yeah. That was when I had my like almost drowning event. But you know, define lifeguard saved
that.
Me. But
because I'm like, even as a kid, I've had 3 like near death water experiences.
It is scary. It's scary.
Like it's just nuts.
But that's why we need the class to feel comfortable in it. If we feel so you think even if we took swim lessons and we went somewhere, you still not getting in like a cenote?
No. Cenote, no.
Dip your toes in.
In a cenote.
she was on that zip line, letting go of the zip line.
I love that for her.
You're just not adventurous, period, though, too.
I'm
like
really
when it
not.
comes to that.
I'm like a chill vacationer. Like I'm the one that'll like be fully content with going to whatever restaurant, eating the food.
Yeah.
You know, and chilling poolside or beachside or whatever. And I'm so good with that.
Yeah.
You get me for like 1 or 2 excursions. And I'm just more of I need to relax.
I think I am almost too well-rounded up. Not well-rounded, but like want to do all the diverse activities.
Yeah.
Because I will say there's one part that I put to the side for this, just because like for a girls trip, I didn't even know how we would go over well. Mm-hmm. But like I also like the history part of I
like that too.
We didn't really do much of that. So we had adventure and we had like chilling. And like we did the spa and stuff, but like the history part, like I missed out on. But I really like the adventure and like that zip line. We did the zip line.
We did.
That was crazy.
I am so afraid of heights, so the fact that I was up there at all, like I feel like is great. I think back on it, I'm like, I still don't understand how the hell I got up there. Like I don't.
Well, I feel like when you look down, you couldn't really see the ground or nothing, so that helped me at least.
I don't know. I feel like that makes it scarier for me. I don't know. I think it's maybe not scarier, but definitely just as bad.
Do you remember I almost like we had to go across that tightrope and I almost went over?
Yep.
But then like I guess I would have lived because I had the harness.
Right,
but
you had
like
on the harness.
It might have bruised me or I don't know. And they came out. They couldn't believe I was about to fall. And then they still trying to tell me at the top, go upside down on the thing.
Right.
And we did it.
It was a nice photo.
We didn't have no choice but to do it, though.
Right.
They forced you.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I won't say it's problematic because I don't want to call everything problematic. We got to have fun. We got to live.
Right.
But, yeah. But I do want to do ATVs again, so I don't know who I can do that with because I know it's not you.
My brain literally just, I don't know. There was a disconnect.
Driving. Go straight. Right, left.
Something about it not being a wheel, like a steering wheel, my brain. But I don't know because I can ride a bike.
They were like straighten it out. And you said,
right,
skirt, turned
straight into like a tree.
About to go down the freaking forest hill.
Yeah,
that was crazy. That was fun though. I can't believe we haven't gone anywhere since then.
Yeah,
life just keep going.
Right.
We'll get back to it at some point.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's
been so crazy.
Some other things that like don't necessarily involve like full-on activities that I've been trying to do. It's funny that we have a podcast because I wasn't a huge podcast person before this.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
And I'm still not a huge one.
Right.
But, I mean, the first podcast I ever heard was like the Serial podcast with Adnan Syed and Woodlawn. You don't know nothing about what I'm talking. Okay. But now I like figured, okay, there has to be like certain like self-improvement podcasts. So there is this girl that has like the Glow Up Secrets pod that I've been listening to.
Have heard of that.
And it's pretty good. I like her. I won't say that like her stuff is like, and it's not shade, like for me personally, because I feel like I've done a lot of the work that she talks about in the pod. Like it feels like for people who haven't like maybe gone to therapy or like sat with themselves and their own emotions at all. But so like some of her nuggets, I'm like, oh yeah, I do need to prioritize myself. Okay, I'm not a yes person anymore. Like some of that stuff is like just already ingrained with me, which is amazing. But then there's some, every once in a while I get a couple of nuggets too, and it's the conviction that she speaks, so I like her. And then just trying to like, I need to get on not the DS, the Switch more.
Yes.
I need to like actually, I feel like I have so many hobbies that I want to like put a lot to, and some of them just fall to the wayside. So like when I need to buy a game, when I see $69.98, I'm like, this ain't it.
You deserve it, ma'am. You deserve it. Spend the $69.90, whatever. Like I feel like cozy gaming has been like so therapeutic for me. It's definitely like necessary. Like I feel like I would go crazy. Like sometimes I need a good cozy game to like disassociate.
Right.
You know, I just need to like tune out reality real quick. You know, put in a couple hours into like Stardew or...
I do like Stardew, and you got me onto that.
Stardew's amazing.
That was the whole reason I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and get a Switch because I want to play Stardew myself.
Yes.
But once I got the Switch, I played Stardew like a couple times.
I don't understand. Like,
I think it's like, I'm not into, and I guess everybody likes different things with Stardew. So some people are more the foragers. Some people like to be the farmers. Some like to mine. I hate mining because I feel like the stakes are too high. It takes out cozy for me. Because I be dying down there.
Is it the combat element? Or
yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay.
But, so I like low stakes combat. If that, I know you're probably like, how much more low stakes are you going to get? But like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not Tekken, because I guess that's high stakes.
I was saying, what? It's all combat.
I think the games that I used to grow up with my brother, okay. I think I don't like combat at all. Scratch that. Because when I think back, I button mashed on Tekken. Def Jam Fight for New York was scary to me. There was a lot of combat games that were just, I couldn't do. I like, and that's why I got Mario Kart 2. I like racing games.
Wow. Okay.
I was the biggest Need for Speed
Really?
person. Yeah. I like Riders in the Storm. Some people might get that, but I was a huge Need for Speed person, and I like that. Did you play the little Simpsons Road Rage game?
No.
I was a driving game person. I really like driving games, and then like Sims, and then also anything where I had like a job and I had to get a certain amount of money by the end of the day or something. I like that. Like, I think I would like Overcooked.
Okay, I haven't played it myself. I've heard good things about it. Anything, I like a plot. I love a mystery. Any sort of like life simulator, I'm there.
I haven't gotten into those like that.
You played Sims.
Well, I'm thinking like something like a surgeon simulator or a...
Oh, okay, yeah, not that.
Oh, okay. What are you talking? So you're talking about like...
Right, like a Stardew. Like I'm in there. I'm a farmer.
Oh, I do
I'm
like
helping the town. You know what I mean? I love that. Give me something where like my actions will help restore an old town.
Yeah,
I'm there.
See, that's why Sims Busting Out was my favorite one, because the storyline was like A1. Like I had to get out my mama's house, then I had to live at Mimi's house for a little bit, but then Malcolm was coming by trying to repossess my car like that. I like that.
They took all the spice out of Sims 4. Why did they literally get rid of every grain of spice?
Sims 4, is it? Wait, aren't we on Sims 3?
No, we're on 4.
I guess that's the one I have.
Right?
No, 4 is the one that's about to come out, isn't it?
No, we're on 4 now.
Whichever one it is, it's not it.
I feel like we're on 4, but I think 4 came out in like 2012 or something.
So maybe that's why I feel like we have to have moved on from whatever we were
like
at.
We've been on 4 for a minute, but they keep dropping
the
like
expansion packs,
the
money grabs.
Yeah.
Because why is that not in the game?
But I think base game is free now.
Oh.
Which it wasn't before, but I think within the last like year or two it's become free. But then
But everybody just mods them.
Well, I mean, there's certain things that like are harder to mod or are glitchy or whatever. Like seasons should have been base game.
Yeah, because it used to, them old Sims, they used to just go through life.
Right, and there's so much involved with getting the seasons pack. Like so much important gameplay material. Like I don't get why that wasn't just in there. I'm
trying to think. I think I did end up buying seasons, and I bought like University.
Okay.
Too. But then I was like, I can't keep buying all of them.
Yeah, I have a lot of them. I have.
And you modded up too?
So my mods aren't like gameplay mod. At least most of them aren't gameplay mods. Most of it is like CC.
Oh, okay.
I can't deal with them fake eyelashes. Like the it looks
like IMVU. Yeah.
I need better eyelashes. And I need more diverse hair options.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like they've gotten better. And you'll get some, like when you buy their packs, you'll get some in there a lot of the times. But like, I need better options.
You don't care about the 6'13", 30-inch bust down.
Right. Give me some locks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like,
and not have them looking, their edges looking chunky.
Why are they blocked? This is not Minecraft. Like,
see, now I'm just a little half bit of a freakazoid. So my issue was like trying to get them wicked whims.
Girl.
And I wanted like so many of the different positions.
I can't do wicked whims. I'm a wonderful whims girl. Like,
it ain't really like breaking it down for you on the wonderful whims.
I don't need to see all that.
Do you ever do like the basemental drugs?
Yes, okay, I do like that.
Like that too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But even I like it when they do the little like goofy like names for them. I don't like the real names.
Oh.
I still like the whimsy of the Sims.
Oh, see, I'm like, I need them doing cocaine.
Oh,
I
need
them doing heroin. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just sometimes like, and maybe that goes back to how I used to play with my Barbies.
Okay. Oh. How was you playing with your Barbie?
They had baby mamas, baby daddies. One of them was like getting out the crack house. I used to play with my brother. Oh, he's gonna be mad I said that. Well, he might not. We're all adults now, but I said that once.
Why did you have crackhead Barbies?
Because one of them looked crazy.
Come on now.
One of them got their hair cut. My cousin like cut her hair or whatever, so she had to just be the crackhead from now on. And then it was like everybody was cheating on everybody. You didn't play Barbies like that?
No.
Y'all sitting down having tea parties?
Pretty much, yeah. And if I had like, I think I had one Ken doll. Yeah, and then like
they didn't all want him.
It was never like that. It was never like that. It was always like those two are together. They are in a wonderful, committed, monogamous like relationship, and then it was just her homegirls.
Okay, mine. Everybody hated each other, coming up slapping each other over because I had one like dark skinned Ken.
Yeah,
I had a few other Kens, but everybody wanted the dark skin. Well, they wanted both the black ones.
Were there multiple shades of Ken back? I felt like we only had two shades. You had a white one and a black one, no?
Well, maybe I had when I think about it, I do think that might have been an off-brand Barbie. I had a little light-skinned guy. He had like short afro, but his like limbs moved a lot more than the actual.
Yeah.
But the light-skinned guy was cool, but he was so full of himself. Let me shut up. But yeah, I don't know. But those type of whimsical things that we did when we were kids are things that we like have to tap into in order to like keep going as adults.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm just trying to find ways to keep whimsy in my life.
I have to, honestly.
And stay sane despite everything and still be a responsible adult. Doesn't mean you're not a responsible adult just because you like to video game or you like to do all these other like quote unquote nerdy things. I've, like you said, hobbies. Yeah. People who don't have hobbies, I don't understand how they're, because I'm like always trying to find, I'm always trying to find a new hobby.
Yeah. As you should.
Yeah. So I don't know. And it's like as you evolve and you like different things, because I might start coloring. I don't know, but I'm not that
I tried to get into coloring and it just, I mean, every now and again, fine. I don't know.
I think you have to invest in order to really like it. You got to get those good markers and the good books. Right.
But like, I felt like I wasn't able to like lose myself in it. You know what I mean? Like I was still, like I was coloring, trying to relax, still thinking about shit I got to do at work. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's an indicator. But it's good that you try. Like I feel like always try everything once. Mm-hmm. And see if you like it, see if it sticks with you. Because, like, just going to work and then going home and then paying your bills. Right. And never going to a third space. And that's crazy. Which reminds me, we need to go to books and BYOB, bring your own book. It's like a bar.
You told me about this.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to go to that. It's in DC. The last time that they had it, you know, I'd be in school during the times. That's so annoying. I'll be graduating in 26, I guess. Period. But yeah, we're gonna keep trying new things, keep doing these things, and that's how we'll keep with self-improvement. And yeah. I mean, let us know in the comments how y'all practice self-care.
How do you stay sane?
That's the real question.
Right? What keeps you sane?
Just get down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah. What keeps you sane? Let us know, because I might try to steal some of your your plans for sanity? How do you? I might try to steal ours, and we steal each other's.
Right.
That's what this whole community is supposed to be for. So
always open to new hobbies. Always looking for new hobbies.
Yeah. Just don't put Najo on an ATV.
Yeah. Or really like up in the air. Like I'm not trying to.
Would you horseback ride?
It does terrify me. It does like.
Okay.
It seems so majestic. Like I really wish I could be like, yes, fearless. Like yeah, put me on a horse. You know. But like for real though.
Okay.
No.
Oh. Well, I gotta find somebody that I can do that with.
I would love to go and take pictures and videos and shit while you on the horse.
Okay, well, we'll do that. I mean, so I guess I'll transition now. Another thing. I know that's a bad transition. It's random. I guess I'll transition. But I do think we talked for that. I want to make sure we get in time for like our other thing that we talked about. Speaking of what?
It's blackity black 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 History Month.
Now, not by the time y'all see this. It will be March. But it was
extended.
Yes, extended. You know
extended Black History Month because we were done dirty this month.
What did Whitney Houston say? We need a longer month.
Yes.
We were very much done dirty.
Requesting an extension. Not even requesting, demanding an extension. Yes.
We didn't even get the half-assed. Well, not that we want that. Because we didn't get the half-assed, like, well, I haven't stepped foot in a Target. But we didn't get the full. I'm pretty sure they didn't do what the hell they be doing all the time. That what's the word? The performative.
Right.
There was less performativity this year, which was that a blessing or a curse?
Got rid of DEI,
right,
and then tried to bring it back apparently because they realized, oh, y'all didn't want us to do that. Well, you know damn well.
Is that what it was? They tried to bring it back.
Here's the thing. It started hurting their pockets, right?
I saw that.
Either they didn't realize how many of their community like were affected by DEI or gave a fuck about DEI, or they were like, fuck our consumers. We're more concerned about our shareholders and they don't like it.
Mm-hmm. But then the shareholders got mad because they were like...
Because they were losing money.
Yeah, they were like, you didn't tell us we would lose that much. Right. Their projections were off or something. I don't know. I don't really get the full thing.
It's stupid. Like, I don't... But it was performative to begin with, right?
It was.
They didn't really care about DEI. They were doing it to pander to their audience.
Yeah.
Tabitha Brown is still in there. Apparently. I don't...
It's contracts. I understand.
I get it.
Can you imagine what type of 360 deal they probably got her in? Like, she probably can't just even pull out if she wanted to.
Right.
And I love me some Auntie Tab.
Yeah.
But I do feel like...
nice collection.
She has some nice stuff.
I just need it somewhere else.
But that's the thing. She probably, like, sells... I feel like a lot of her things are exclusively with Target.
Right.
So one thing about the performativity that I am sad about us losing, though... Because, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, performative stuff, get that shit out of my face. Mm-hmm. I do not care. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I think, and in the case of Target, I think this was happening, a company can be so performative to the point where they must answer to the community that they've started performing for.
Yeah.
To the point where, okay, that's when you get the Tabitha Browns in your store. That's when you get the black girl sunscreen in your store. Mm-hmm. Like those, the lip bar, I think is another one. They really started having to put their money where their mouth was because their mouth was doing a whole lot of chat.
Yep.
And if we didn't see anything, like, that's when they really started hiring people on their team who actually did give a damn about DEI. And though ultimately the higher corporate level people didn't care, I think that trickled down. It's like a double-edged sword. Mm-hmm. Are we grateful for the fact that has trickled down and now we're actually seeing some type of implementation and change? Or at the end of the day, would we have rather them just... never have even been performative and never had even got a taste or a semblance of having some type of inclusion with Black communities if you just gonna rip it away anyway. You know?
Yeah.
Not necessarily a question that could be answered.
Right. I don't know how to answer it.
It's hypothetical because a lot of stuff is not one note.
Right.
Like, you can't just say, like, screw Target you can say screw Target, absolutely.
Right.
But, like, it did start putting a lot of opportunities for people in our communities.
Right.
And it's like, damn, now where do they go now? And it's like, now they can't even... It's like it taints almost the fact that they even had that opportunity. Like, they can't necessarily look back and feel like, oh, I'm grateful for the Target. Maybe they feel grateful, but like, they didn't wrong me. Now that's when I think it starts getting problematic. When like people start saying, well, I got my business popping up in there. Like, that's problematic. But because you do need people who are like gonna stand firmly on the other side of things too. That's an issue with like our generation don't really stand firm for nothing either. I mean, so when I say that, I mean action behind standing firm. So like, we will cancel somebody quick. We will say we're boycotting somebody quick. But then there's also the other side. There's like so many different sides to the coin, because there is the other side too, where like Targets and Walmarts are more available for communities that don't have like those grocery stores, those smaller grocery stores. So that's a huge thing, because I almost made a statement without including that part of things. Some people have to go. Yeah. Because they don't have a grocery store that's near them. They live in a food desert, or they have to get on a bus and go all far to get somewhere. Yep. It's just very, very complicated.
It is. Yeah.
And so that was like I don't know if I want to say it was depressing, but I can see how it can be depressing for somebody. That was like one taint on our... Taint is a weird word. But that was one taint on our Black History Month this year.
Yeah. Among several others. We
consistently are under attack just for who we are.
Yeah.
But
via executive order.
You know, trying to keep it not PG. What's the word? Trying to keep it PC. Yeah. But what's even PC anymore?
What is PC?
You can't say or do nothing, but then you can say and do everything. I don't know, girl. Again, self-love, self-improvement, self-care. To not dwell too hard on that. It's gonna creep up. But you gotta take care of yourself.
It's like impossible to ignore.
Yeah,
you know.
And
believe me, I've tried. It's yeah. Oop. Doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom. That's your 2 words for the year. But yeah. I mean, okay.
This can't go on forever.
It can't go on forever. I am a woman of faith. So I can feel like, at least temporarily, sometimes I can cast my burdens off. Also not an easy thing to do, because it still is there. But instead of dwelling on the unfortunate things from this Black History Month, and I could only think of examples from like the entertainment industry, which I'm about to say something again that's like not too much looking on the bright side. Uh-oh. Are they uplifting us entertainment wise so that we aren't dwelling too much on
like yeah.
Everything's a distraction, you know. Tinfoil hat on. Everything is a distraction. But I mean, and that's not to say that the entertainment examples that I'm thinking of are not deserving of that. Right. Because they definitely are.
A win is a win is a win.
A win is a win. Yeah, a win is a win. So let me not even...
Right.
I'm not going to go 100% there where I was about to go.
Tinfoil hat.
Take that shit off. I personally think about the Grammys this year. First of all, it was just... Did you watch them?
I didn't.
You're not a big like award show watcher anyway.
I'm really not. But I did see clips.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a very good show. Just know that.
Yeah.
I do think that this was one of the best shows they put on in years, and part of the reason for that is they really blacked it up in many ways. Number one, MC Light. Shout out MC Light because she is becoming the voice of every award show now.
I've noticed that.
She used to just be BET Awards. BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards. Then she started doing Soul Train. She's everywhere. Because it's an iconic voice.
Yeah.
So shout out to her. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that I think helps the Grammys. But we started getting some of our flowers this year. One of them is Album of the Year.
Okay.
Cowboy Carter.
Yay!
I think she was very deserving.
I agree.
And we can leave it there.
Because
every once in a while I'm in circles with people who say like, it wasn't even country.
And I've heard people say Jay-Z bought that, and I'm.
And don't you think it's strange that this is happening the year after he called everybody out? I think it's a reflection of the work that happened in the people who are voting are different now. They are more diverse.
Yeah.
We don't look. No shout out. No shade to the Swifties. Or to Taylor Swift more so. Because I'll shade the Swifties. I don't care. No shade to Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. But she didn't need to keep winning over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And even if this is just a reparative, like if it's just reparations for Beyonce, which I don't even think is that. Because I really enjoyed Cowboy Carter.
It's a great album.
It's a great album and it's genre bending. Like people get so mad about, it wasn't the 100% country. Okay, but there were country aspects to it. Right. And she incorporated like her own personal relationship with country. Like her country sounds different from a Casey Musgraves country. She's not going to be singing what Casey Musgraves be singing.
Yeah.
So like, and of course she's a black woman who has dibbled and dabbled in a bunch of different types of genres of music. So you're going to get some R&B influence. You're going to get some hip hop influence. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that derives from just black music, period, before it even had genres.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point of the album. And it just over people's head. They don't care. They still want to keep her in a box.
Yeah.
But shout out to her for breaking out of that box.
Yeah.
I do have... I don't know if I have qualms with Beyonce right now. I don't have qualms with Beyonce. I love her.
I was about to say, what's going on?
I was telling my brother the other day, I think it was my brother I was talking to, I was like, these celebrities know what's going on because why is Beyonce selling like 50 things right now? She got tour tickets, she got Sacred, she's dropping a new perfume. It's a lot of capitalistic stuff coming out.
Yeah.
You like them all?
I mean, I kind of dropped off financially from all of it after the tickets.
That debacle.
Yeah. I'm just like I wasn't I'm just not spending any more coin there, but
right. I think that's where the small qualms I have. I'm always going to shout from the rooftops that I love Beyonce and I really appreciate like the message that she's sending in her music. But at the end of the day, it's like you did just sell us these tickets short notice. Now you want us to buy the hair care and the new perfume? I can't do it all, girl, and I'm just not gonna. Yeah.
To be fair, she did delay because maybe it was meant to be more of a staggered drop. She did delay the tour
because of the fires.
Right.
Yeah. But then she didn't delay the amount of time that we had to buy a damn ticket, though. I guess maybe that was supposed to be the timeline that we were supposed to have more time to like save up.
Yeah. I think that was the intention, but you know.
And then it's always F Ticketmaster too.
Yeah. F all of them.
The dynamic price is getting out. Now that we're old enough to buy tickets for stuff and I think that's why you never saw Beyonce either, right? Or you've seen her before, like in concert. I think that's why, like, we were so we were like, we have to get tickets no matter what this time because we had some shit for the Renaissance. It wasn't. We weren't there physically because it was just some shit. We had tickets, but it just didn't go through. And then before then, I wasn't the type of person that would beg my mom for like concert tickets.
Right. Yeah, no, same.
That just seemed like a grown thing, and I was just like, I'm going to go when I have money.
I also had to work. Oh, so
Well, because I don't remember what the tour was before. So before Renaissance, she went on a... Like, how old were we?
She came to Baltimore.
And that's when she used to come to Baltimore. Now she says F Baltimore, too.
I don't blame her.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, but it...
What?
The last album, I think, was...
She didn't... No, because before that was Baychella. She didn't really do, like, a thing for that.
Yeah, it wasn't that one.
And then it was Lemonade. That didn't have no tour.
Called? It was before Lemonade.
The On the Run tour.
Yeah, it was On the Run.
We were young. High school.
Was that the last one then?
That's what I'm saying. I think we were in high school.
No, because I was working at Insomnia Cookies.
Also, maybe it was college.
But then that wouldn't have been On the Run. Was it Lemonade?
No, that might have been On the Run. On the Run 2.
I think it was On the Run 2.
Yeah.
I think that's when it,
Yeah, so I've never seen her. So, okay, even in undergrad still, I didn't have money personally. Mm-hmm. And so I still wasn't like, Mommy, I need to see Beyonce. I was like, I'm going to see her when I get a job and I can just buy my ticket myself. I didn't like to burden people for things. And now that I have a job, the economy is shit. And everything has skyrocketed and Ticketmaster scams us to our faces and we still buy tickets.
We still do.
We're supposed to be talking positive on this part. Well, I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Congrats to Beyonce on the well-deserved Grammy.
Woo! Congrats to Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Not like us.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what you put my mic?
The Grammys. He won 5 Grammys for Not Like Us, which was crazy. I was surprised for some of them. 4, 5, 4, I was like, like at first when he won one of them, I was like, well, I don't know. Now they just giving him everything. But then I was like, I don't know. He wrote it himself. The rollout, it's still a relevant song a whole year later. Now, did you at least watch his, you don't be watching shit. Did you watch his Super Bowl performance?
I did.
Oh, okay,
I did watch the whole Super Bowl. No, I don't be watching like award shows. Okay. No, the Super Bowl as a whole, I feel like was a win for the black community.
That was a win for the black community. Shout out my baby, Jalen.
Oh.
That's everybody's baby. Jalen Hurts.
I didn't realize.
Oh, the biddies love him.
Oh.
See, you don't know who the biddies love right now. You're married.
I'm not plugged in.
Oh, my gosh. Jalen Hurts is fine.
Okay.
You can't even say he's an attractive man.
I do. He's a conventionally attractive man.
Okay. Girl, Jalen Hurts is fine.
Okay.
And that's but like you were saying, that was a win for black people as the black quarterback and just even the Eagles beating out the Chiefs just felt like black people winning again.
Yeah,
I know there's whites and blacks on both sides.
Right. But it felt like a win.
Philly is like a black team. It felt like that was for us. That felt like that was for the people.
Yeah.
But yeah, the halftime show was great. I really enjoyed it. Art.
And
I don't know if should I have been surprised that he went there? He is Kendrick.
Right. I heard that he was not allowed to perform King Kunta.
I heard King Kunta, he didn't do all right. Either. Because they got that line, and we hate po-po, wanna kill us dead in the streets for show. Yeah, they don't like that.
They don't.
If you listen back, I do think you could hear the dun, dun,
right.
Dun.
There's nuggets.
I thought he was going to do it.
Right.
But I don't know.
You really going to do it? Yeah.
Right.
So, and the voices from King Kunta.
From King Kunta.
Yeah.
So you saw that video. It was a TikTok video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where they were like, what did she say? She was like, that's what they were saying, is he really going to do it? And then they said,
right.
Because they're not doing King Kunta.
Right.
I got a bone to pick.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he did that? I don't want you monkey mouth. Monkey mouth is crazy on Super Bowl television. That's what. But they didn't let him do it.
Right.
But I still think he went there in many ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole Uncle Sam concept, really cool.
Yeah.
Really interesting. He is an artiste, and that's why he's Pulitzer Prize winning.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick has become my favorite rapper.
I think I agree with that.
For a minute, it was Chance. He just ain't been nowhere.
Chance, really?
Chance the Rapper, you don't
know? I know, like years ago, but I didn't think anytime recently he was.
Oh no, not recently.
Like,
for a while, like that's all you think of. That's your impression. For a while, Kanye was in and out, but you know he's all the way out now.
Yeah, gotta be.
Gotta let him. And then see him doing all that shit on Black History Month, pissing me off.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh my God. He couldn't wait.
He couldn't wait. He's so I can't just say he's so weird. He's not well. But he is weird and not well. But there are other people who are weird and not well and don't go to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like clearly there's some stuff, there's some underlying things going on. But he also is just saying outlandish things that just should not come out of anybody's mouth.
Yeah. And he does it for I also saw, shout out.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm about to
yes.
say? Was that Zevi that I was watching on TikTok?
I don't remember the name.
He's the one that'd be on TikTok and he'd be like, so Kanye had a problem.
Yes.
Yes. Shout out him, number one. I love that man's content. Yeah, Kanye is so used to just saying whatever the hell flies out of his mouth. And then dropping an album and then it blowing up. Mm-hmm. And he's thinking that's going to happen again. But it keeps getting worse and worse each year, the shit that he says.
Right. It's like he tries to be as controversial as he can. And then boom, here go y'all little album or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
people don't care like that no more.
Right.
Because he ain't rapping like he used to.
Yeah.
He used to really be like, and he was like, some of his tweets were like, I used to be woke. Look at me in this picture where I was at, maybe not a sit, like I was at a protest and blase.
It's just sad.
It's sad.
It is.
To see somebody who had so much like innate genius when he was coming up and just all that go to waste. Him saying, fuck Virgil. Crazy. That was his best friend.
Right. It just,
Oh, bad taste in my mouth. Anybody else? Anything else for Black History Month that was actually positive?
Doechii. Yeah. I am like, I'm really enjoying seeing her get her flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to say I've been following her for years because I haven't been straight up following. I've known who she was for a while. Mm-hmm. And you can see her like coming into herself too. Like her music has always been good. Yeah. But really crafting and developing that distinct Doechii sound now, and then really just like feeling like she's for the girls.
Right.
She is just really, really, it just warms my heart to see her being herself and overcome like a lot of the like addictions and stuff. Yeah.
And it's not even just the sounds. It's not just the music. It's the visuals. Like I feel like I'm getting a performance like always. She does not sacrifice anything. Like we're getting it. It's the whole package.
That's art too. Yeah. And I think we were a lot of like just singers and songwriters and performers were coming out over the years, but I feel like we're finally starting to see artists really come out who really take their craft seriously. Yeah. And do not play about it. Right. And I'm really excited to see where she continues to go. And isn't she on TD?
What are you talking about?
Top Dog Entertainment?
Is she?
I think so, because they know how to, SZA, they know how to do the women.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's some other women that I don't know if like maybe their creative voice, like they just don't get an opportunity to really like express their creative voice. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I want to say this, like, because I really don't mean it in like a shady way, because I am a huge Ari Lennox fan. Yeah. And I am a huge J. Cole fan. But I feel like a label like Dreamville was not necessarily as equipped for like really blowing up Ari Lennox like she should have.
I agree.
SZA and Doechii get that treatment that I feel like the women on Dreamville, and not even just Dreamville, but like other labels, aren't getting, unfortunately.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, can we just say that Doechii gets our black girl moment of the month?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Anything else before we transition to the next?
No, I think we're good to move on to the next one.
I have like a bunch of like random things that I like put on here.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't want to talk about Love is Blind.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't seen much of it.
Have you tried?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not get very far. Like not even past the first episode.
I don't know anybody's names. Yeah. I couldn't put a name to any faces. If you just had like names on the side and faces right next to it, I'd be guessing, trying to figure out who's who. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm trying to get into like the black people story. They got a little love triangle going on.
I'm just not. I might catch y'all in the next season or something. I don't know.
Oh, you skipping completely.
I'm just not interested. I feel like I was losing interest just in the series overall
from last season.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like. Oh, I'm sorry. I cut you off. Go ahead.
It's like I feel like over the seasons, even like Nick and Vanessa as hosts, and like I just
insufferable.
Right. I keep getting frustrated, and I'm like, this time I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to watch it.
I think I was really mad after last season too, because like the producers and Nick and Vanessa tried to gaslight us into thinking that we were crazy about the whole Tyler and
yeah. And that's not the first time they've done that either, because they had me with them cuties or whatever. Old girl trying to act like
yeah, I forgot about
trying
that.
to act like he was like fat shaming her,
Poor thing, he was up there crying.
Right. Yeah. I felt so bad for him. And I'm like, it's nice to see women standing up for other women, but like also be her friend and hold her accountable. And like, girl, if you tripping, like maybe I won't say it in front of everybody else that you tripping, but like behind closed doors, before you get out there and try to blast this man, I'm gonna tell you, like, girl, like,
because they gave her that platform to just keep turning up at him.
Right. And then they were joining in on the turn up, and this was not somebody that deserved it.
And Vanessa is not a neutral host either. She'd be picking sides.
Furthest thing from neutral.
Oh my gosh.
And not even just picking sides, always picking the wrong side.
Always on the wrong side. But what irked me this time is that they didn't even ask any of the questions that the people wanted to hear. Like they didn't even, they said, hey, here, make your statement about you having these 3 kids or however many kids it is and you being a deadbeat father, and then we're going to move on. They didn't ask nothing in their story aligned. And as a host, you are supposed to call that out. This was the largest talking point of the entire season. And y'all just said, oh, you can have a statement and we're not going to ask no questions. What kind of lawyers he got?
Right.
Because how did that not come up more? And that really pissed me off. And then now the thing that everybody was expecting, oh, we're getting a divorce after many times.
Who fucking who?
I will always have love for the other. Shut up.
So checked out.
Yeah, no. I said I didn't want to talk about Love is Blind.
I know. Oops.
Anything else on this list that I don't want to talk about that we'll talk about? I was just trying to jot in some random stuff because, you know, as black girls who are trying to do the bare minimum here, we're not planning.
Right.
We just coming up here, putting up the mic and chatting.
Yeah. I do want to get some empanadas soon.
Okay, so we about to go get empanadas, y'all. We got to close this. I will say that y'all can hopefully be on the lookout for, like, different types of content. Again, like vlog content, because it is con season. So we will be going to BlurredCon in DC.
Yes, if you see us at BlurredCon, come say hi.
I need to look at the schedule and see if this is coming out pre or post. Hopefully it's coming out before BlurredCon. I might try to expedite a little bit so that at least
right, because BlurredCon
is soon. Yeah. If you saw us at BlurredCon, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are doing that. We're gonna have some little cosplay situations coming up.
If that works out, I'm still trying to DIY a thing or two.
Me too. And that's what I mean by the years moving fast and slow. Because how are we at BlurredCon already?
Time is just nuts.
Not a real thing.
At all. At all.
But yeah, so that is something y'all can be on the lookout for. As always, just continue to like tap into our socials, continue to keep watching our episodes and sharing and giving us a like. It all is really helpful in supporting us, and we are so appreciative.
Yes, we love and appreciate all the support. Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Bye. BGBM out.
Mwah.